Hi everyone. I'm Dominic Crozier. I'm 18, part of PHS Teacher Academy. I'm a senior, and technically I'm in like my last 2 weeks before I graduate. So today I would like to talk about the emotion of anger, right? So first, it's important to talk about what being angry is like. So everyone here has probably experienced anger once or twice in their life. There's a couple different things that happen when you feel angry, right? First, you can feel your heart, which is right here is where you feel it. It's normally pumping, it goes faster, same type of thing as when you are running around or playing. Sometimes you'll want to move your arms around right when you're angry. You might swing your hands around or kick your feet around. You might want to hit something, you might want to hurt someone. And these are very normal emotions, right? Sometimes you'll be sweating, sometimes you might feel very warm, sometimes your head might hurt. These are all very important parts of anger, right? Which is a very normal human emotion. As a personal experience, one time I got very angry was when I was about 8 years old. I was told to clean my room. And I remember at that time I was just so angry about needing to clean up. I'm sure everyone else here just likes cleaning too, that I put my head, there's no pillows around here, but I put my head on a pillow, right, on my bed, and I just screamed for 10 minutes. And my father, who's actually back there watching me talk, remembers that fondly because he was the one that had to come in and tell me to stop screaming into my pillow. And some people get angry. Some people get more angry than others, but either way, anger is a very important regular emotion. So first, take a moment to think about what you do when you're angry. How do you cope with your anger? How you handle, maybe you scream in a pillow like I do, maybe you swing around once again, maybe you talk to people. Take a moment to think about that. Okay, and now I have a book that I want to share today, and it's about how someone else copes with anger, and it's called When Sophie Gets Angry. Really, really angry. Okay, so this book is called When Sophie Gets Angry, Really, Really Angry, and it is by Molly Bang. It's also won a couple awards. One's called The Collicott, just means it's a very good child's book. Okay, so this is Sophie. She's playing with her favorite toy, Gorilla. So, Sophie was busy playing when her sister grabbed Gorilla. No, said Sophie. Yes, said her mother. It is her turn now, Sophie. And when her sister snatched Gorilla away, Sophie fell over the truck. It's a very big toy truck. That probably hurt a lot. Oh, is Sophie ever angry right now? She kicks. She screams. She wants to smash the world to smithereens. She roars, a red, red roar. It's a very loud roar. I don't think I've ever screamed loud enough that it caused a giant red wave to appear. Sophie is a volcano, ready to explode. And when Sophie gets angry, really, really angry, she runs. She runs and runs and runs until she couldn't run anymore. Then, for a little while, she cries. Now she sees the rocks, the trees, and ferns. She hears a bird. She comes to the old beech tree. She climbs. She feels the breeze blow her hair. She watched the water and the waves. The wide world comforts her. Sophie feels better now. She climbs back down and heads for home. So to go back, think about why Sophie was angry. Her sister took her gorilla and then she fell over a toy truck. She obviously was having fun with the gorilla. She didn't want to share. That's something that every single person can relate to, right? At one point, we all don't want to share. And that's okay. Sometimes that makes you angry. So what does she do to cope with her anger? She heads out to the forest. She runs, she cries. Earlier it says that she starts sobbing. She lets out the giant red roar. It's so loud. And then when she sees how wide and big the world is, she returns back to her home. The house is warm and smells good. Everyone is glad she's home. Everything's back together again. There they are putting the puzzle together. Puzzles are so fun. Please make a puzzle with a parent if you haven't already. And Sophie isn't angry anymore. Cool. Okay. So now that we're done reading the book, let's think back again to Sophie. So first, what makes Sophie so upset? What does she do that shows that she's upset? Or angry. Upset and angry can mean the same thing. So first, what makes her upset is her mom forces her to share the gorilla, and she trips over the truck, and she gets very angry. And then what shows that she's upset is when she starts punching her hands around, she starts kicking. Yeah, as my father just symbol, she makes this mighty roar, she screams. The book says she's like a volcano. She explodes, right? And that's a very similar emotion to how most people feel when they're angry. They feel like they want to explode like a volcano. And then to deal with her emotions, she does a couple things right. She gets away from whatever's making her angry. She manages to let out her emotions without hurting someone or saying something mean or hurting herself. And she is able to just admire the world and calm down until she is finally okay. So consider how you deal with your anger and how you deal with doing things that you don't always want to do, and compare it to Sophie. I know that how I experience anger and deal with anger is very similar to Sophie. Maybe I don't explode like a volcano or let out a mighty roar, but I get away from the situation, I take time to myself, and I try to leave where I'm currently standing. That is a very, very, very helpful way to deal with your emotions. One of the best ways to deal with problems is to understand that you might not be able to cope with how you're feeling right now, and to give yourself time to relax and consider how you're feeling. One of the best ways to deal with stress or anger is to have an open mind, to understand why and how you're feeling, and then to deal with that after you are calm again. That is what Sophie does very well. Go ahead and take time, maybe with a guardian, maybe with another friend, to discuss how you feel when you get angry and what you can do to better cope with your feelings of anger. Because just like Sophie, everyone gets really, really, really angry sometimes. But it's a very normal emotion, and there's so many ways that you can deal with this anger to make sure that you are feeling better soon. Thanks.